Hi, everybody, and welcome back to my channel and happy holidays. I'm wearing my festive Christmas shirt today, and in today's video, we are going to do the ultimate volleyball Christmas wish list. Let's get into it. Okay, so I have my list on my iPad. Let's do it. And this is just a disclaimer. You don't need to ask for everything on this list, or you don't need to buy everything on this list. I just think maybe if you ask for maybe one or two things on this list, I feel like that'd be a solid Christmas. And everything will be linked in my description on my Amazon page. First thing you could ask for is a volleyball. I feel like that's essential, especially on my channel. I feel like if you have a ball, you can practice so much more than if you're just going to the gym or to practice or to your club practice, whatever it is. But if you have one at home, you can do a lot more and you can practice more on your own time. You can go outside, practice in your room, practice with your sibling, your parents, whoever, your best friend, whoever. So I think it's a really good idea is to ask for a volleyball. Next, we have volleyball shoes. I feel like it's really important to play in the correct shoes because of just preventing injury and just it's really a safety thing because playing volleyball in tennis shoes is a little dangerous because you can easily twist your ankle. It doesn't have as much support as a volleyball shoe would, so I would definitely ask for that if you don't have those already. Or you could play in a basketball shoe, either one, volleyball or a basketball shoe, whichever, but they just have more support than a tennis shoe. Next up, we have a pair of slides. I feel like slides are very, very nice to have. If you're in between matches or you're traveling to a game, you don't want to wear your volleyball shoes outside because it just kind of wears down the tread on the shoe. It's not good for them. You want to keep them in the best condition you can. So wearing slides is a good option. Also, it lets your toes breathe. Next on the list in the same realm of shoes is a good tennis shoe. I know I just said playing volleyball in tennis shoes is not the move, but you need a good pair of tennis shoes for other things within the volleyball world, as in working out, going on a run, just maybe walking around the gym. Sometimes you don't want to have slides on. Sometimes you need a closed toe shoe on. Whatever. Having a good pair of tennis shoes is really, really nice. You could ask for a pair of knee pads. Knee pads, I think, are very important. Some people choose not to wear knee pads. I'm not one of those people. Sometimes if I just forget my knee pads, I won't wear them. But having knee pads is really important because it just protects you. It just protects your knees. Your knees are kind of fragile, bony, so hitting the ground hurts. So you want to be wearing your knee pads. Now, some people do wear the knee pads literally on their shins, but to each their own. Next, you could ask for a pair of spandex. Spandex, it's a personal choice if you want to wear spandex or leggings, but spandex is it's just always nice to have options, and that is your uniform usually. Coaches slash schools, whatever, will usually mandate you wear a uniform. So yeah, spandex is a part of that. And also you want to have multiple pairs because you have practice, workouts, tournaments, games, you need multiple pairs of spandex because they're not always going to be clean. So that is one thing to ask for. Next, in the same breath, leggings. You could ask for a pair of leggings. I honestly prefer to play in leggings sometimes just because it's cold, right? Or I just don't feel I don't feel like wearing shorts. So I like to have a nice pair of leggings. Also, I feel like it protects me more from floor burn if I wear leggings. If I'm diving, I'm usually not because I'm a middle, so I really don't dive like that, but you know what I'm trying to say. Socks. You can ask for a pair of socks. I feel like it's so important to have multiple pair of athletic crew socks or whatever they're called because once again, those get dirty super fast. You need multiple pairs. You don't want to always have to be doing laundry, just to have fresh gear for your practice next day. Because, usually you're having practice 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times a week, and then you're having a game maybe twice a week. So it's you need socks, okay? Next, you could ask for a pair of elbow pads. Elbow pads are not a necessity, but they're just kind of cool, to be honest. And once again, they just protect you from the floor. Usually people who wear elbow pads are liberos, defensive specialists, whoever, because they're hitting the ground so often that they need all the protection they can get. So an elbow pad is pretty essential if you are kind of a back row player. Next, honestly, kind of an important one. You can ask for a sports bra. Once again, that just falls into the same realm as your spandex, your socks. You're gonna go through those really fast if you're practicing, if you're on a team or whatever it is. So make sure that you have maybe 1, 2, 3 good sports bras that you like. Next, you can ask for a t-shirt. Now, I am very specific about the kind of material I practice in because sometimes I want a regular, cotton t-shirt that I want to play in or practice in, whatever it is, right? But sometimes I want a dry fit kind of feel t-shirt, active wear kind of thing. So it's really up to you what your preference is, but you can ask for either or. Next, you can also ask for a long sleeve t-shirt because sometimes like it is freezing in a gym and you just want to warm up or practice in long sleeves because it's literally so cold. Also, I sometimes do prefer to practice in like a long sleeve, like kind of like tight activewear shirt because it kind of mimics my jersey, if you will. So it's a good way to practice. I don't know. That's kind of a mental thing, but I did like that. It is winter, so you could also ask for like a long sleeve hooded jacket, like a zip up kind of thing. I have a really nice one I like from Amazon and Target, so I'll link the one on Amazon and Target. I like having a zip up jacket because you don't want to always have to pull on and off a hoodie. That's super annoying. So having a nice zip up jacket is key. Also, if you do like pulling on and off, you can get a hoodie. I do like having both because sometimes a hoodie's kind of like a blanket. But a zip up I would actually warm up in, but a hoodie not so much. But that's just my preference. But yeah, you could also ask for a hoodie. Next, you could ask for a backpack. I feel like that's really important, especially if you don't have one that's provided by your team slash your coaches, whatever it is. Because having a travel bag, like backpack, volleyball bag, whatever you want to call it, is very important because you need something that you can carry your stuff in and keep it all in one place and kind of keep it organized because it's a hassle having to carry around your shoes and your jacket and your whistle and your phone. It's like you got to keep it all in one place. So a backpack is a really, really good gift. And on the flip side of that, you could also get a duffel bag. If you prefer a duffel bag, it's obviously more space than a backpack. You could also use it to travel and stuff like that. So whatever floats your boat. Next, you could ask for a pair of sweatpants. This kind of rolls into like the whole hoodie zip up thing. Sweatpants are essential. I feel like that is an essential that you need in your volleyball bag is definitely a pair of sweatpants. And for all my tall girlies out there, you can find sweatpants that are long enough for you. But if you're like an average height person or like your inseam is, average, you're totally fine. But yeah, sweatpants are really essential because like once again, it is cold. And like when you're warming up, at a volleyball game, like I want to like sweat, you know what I mean? Like I want to feel warm. I don't want to be frigidly cold trying to warm up. That literally sucks. So that's why I would throw on like a jacket or like a warm up hoodie or a warm up long sleeve shirt, whatever it was. And I would try to keep like pants on or something, just something to keep me warm so I could kind of warm up a little bit better, if that makes sense. I don't know. Next, you can ask for a water bottle. That's very essential. I have this little water bottle right here from Stanley. You can get a bigger one if you'd like. I like this Stanley in specific because I feel like it's a nice little size. It's a 20 ounce bottle and it has like the closed lid so it doesn't leak. This is perfect for a sideline kind of vibe because you never know when a ball is going to just randomly smash all your water bottles on the side, right? Or someone will kick it over, whatever it is, and literally everything leaks and spills. No one wants to deal with that, right? So having one that's closed lid is a little bit better, in my opinion. Next, you can ask for a first aid kit. You're probably like, what? Why would I ask for that? Why would I ask for band-aids and stuff? Trust me, you might need it. Say that your shoes are giving you blisters, or say that you have a little cut on your finger, or whatever. You need a band-aid. You have a band-aid, or you have a pair of nail clippers because your fingernails are too long, or I don't, whatever it is, gauze. I don't know. You never know when you might need it. So that's why I say keep a little first aid kit in your bag. Also, that includes like, Tylenol, Aleve, because volleyball is a hard sport and it's hard on your body. So sometimes you need some pain relievers. Next, you can ask for some ankle braces. Now, wearing ankle braces is definitely a personal choice. You can or cannot. I don't, it doesn't really matter if you do. Now, if you're a middle hitter and you're honestly playing any kind of front row, I would wear ankle braces just because that's how I did it when I was growing up, like probably like 12s, no, excuse me, 13s through like 17s. I wore ankle braces and including in high school just because it was just a thing. I don't know. It was just what I was comfortable with because when you're playing front row, you twist your ankle a lot because you land on people's foot. You might land awkwardly when you're coming down from blocking. Like you're in the air a lot and you're landing a lot. So it's really important to protect your ankles because that's like one of the most common volleyball injuries is like a sprained ankle. So yeah, wearing braces is a plus. Now, did I end up wearing braces in college? No, I literally just stopped wearing them. I don't know why I did that. I was kind of living on the edge, but yeah, it's really just a personal preference. Next, to go along with that volleyball, you can also ask for a ball pump because you want to keep your ball properly inflated because you don't want to practice on a deflated ball, but you also don't want to practice on a overinflated ball. But if I had to choose, I rather practice on an overinflated ball because that one's a little bit harder to deal with. It's harder to control, and it's a little more difficult. So I rather practice with an overinflated ball, but an underinflated ball, it makes things a little bit easier. The ball will travel further, blah blah, because it's underinflated. But that's not a good thing to practice on because then you'll be kind of surprised when the ball is properly inflated, like at your match or whatever it is. So, yeah, get a ball pump. Next, you can ask for a whistle because if you're going to a club tournament, a high school tournament, whatever it is, sometimes you might be asked to referee. You might be the down ref, you might be the up ref, whichever, but you need a whistle, okay? And you can get one of two whistles. You can get a mouth whistle, which I would not suggest, but if that's your only resort, that's fine. Or you can get a hand whistle. Now, the only reason why I'm saying that you should get a hand whistle instead of a mouth whistle is because you might have to share your whistle, or the other team might need a whistle because they don't have one when they're refereeing your game, or your teammate is going to be the down ref and you're sitting out that match, but you need to have a whistle for that game. You have one, but it's a mouth whistle. You don't want to share. I mean, I wouldn't want to share my mouth whistle with other people because that's kind of gross. And that's how you can get sick, because volleyball is like a really like germy sport in my opinion, because everyone's touching the ball, everyone's touching their face, it's gross. So I would have a hand whistle so that way it's touching people's hands and not their mouth and their saliva. I'll leave it at that. Next, you can ask for some cover shorts. Now, this is just like a pair of like baggy shorts, if you will, like active wear that you can just throw on over your spandex if it's like a hotter kind of climate, or you feel like wearing shorts but not like necessarily wearing your spandex. Like if like if you're a volleyball player, you understand that, because like sometimes you just don't want to be like lounging around in your spandex. Like you want just, I don't know, something to cover. I don't know. Okay, but that's just how I feel. That's my opinion. Next, you can ask for a massage gun. These are really, really nice, especially just for recovery purposes, and they're just really nice to have around. Sometimes you can pass them around to your teammates because, everyone needs a good massage, especially after a long tournament. Like your muscles are sore, so it really helps with recovery and like blood flow and stuff like that. And also you can get like really small ones that can just like fit in your bag. It's super easy, not bulky at all. So yeah. Next, you can ask for some like underwear, because I know some people are very specific about the type of underwear they wear. Some people don't wear any at all, which is totally fine. Some people wear like the really thin kind of material, like active ones, if you will. So whatever underwear you prefer, just ask for it for Christmas, because you can never have enough underwear. Next, you can ask for a pair of AirPods, or like any kind of like in-ear earbuds. Beats has some. Raycon, is that what they're called? I don't know. Anyways, having a good pair of headphones is essential. I feel like that's like another essential that you need to have in your volleyball bag, because listening to music, I feel like is the best part of warming up. Like listening to your own music, like getting hype, whatever, having your little playlist. So having a good pair of headphones is really important for that. You can also ask for some over-ear headphones. Like I have the AirPod Maxes. I really like, but I also prefer my Sony headphones to those. They're just a little bit more comfortable. And I feel like they hold a charge a little bit better. No offense, Apple, but that's just the truth. But yeah, so a nice pair of over-ear headphones, whichever you prefer, maybe in-ear, over-ear. I honestly have a preference for both, just in certain situations. But if I was warming up, I would want to go with the in-ear ones because they're like a little bit more mobile, it's not as bulky. But if I was like sitting on like the side waiting for my match to start, or I had some downtime, whatever it was, I would prefer the over ear because they're a little bit more noise canceling, in my opinion. That's just my experience, but yeah. You can also ask for like a extra phone charger, because it's really important to have, your devices charged, whatever you need charged at the tournament or at the game, because those days can get very long and you don't want your phone to die. So make sure you ask for an extra charger and a block. Next, you can ask for a foam roller. This is also just really good for recovery. It's really good for rolling out sore muscles immediately, and it's honestly like it's a really good way to get pressure out. I really love a foam roller. Now, you can find a smaller one that you can kind of carry in your bag, because some foam rollers are like huge and you don't want that because it's just annoying and it takes up space. So having a smaller one is definitely the way to go. Next, you can ask for wristbands. That kind of goes along with like wearing like elbow pads. You can wear wristbands, and it just honestly helps soften your pass, and it makes the ball kind of hit a little bit different, so you have more cushion when the ball hits. So I would definitely use that if you're like a back row player, once again, and you just wanted more cushion on your pass, or you're just trying to protect like your platform more, whatever it is. You can also ask for like arm sleeves. You can wear long arm sleeves that are just like kind of like a shooting sleeve, if you will, if you play basketball. And those are just, once again, to protect you just from the floor burn. And it's honestly personal preference. It's kind of a stylistic choice, but they're cute. I like them. Next, you can ask for a cooler slash like cooler backpack slash lunchbox kind of vibe because once again, if you're at a tournament, at a game, you need snacks, you need fuel for your body. So it's important to like kind of keep things cold, especially like, if it's a cold item. Like say if you pack a tuna salad sandwich, you're gonna need an ice pack and a cooler for that because you don't know how long that tuna is gonna sit there, and you don't want a warm tuna salad because that will make you sick, right? Foodborne illness. So having a cooler slash lunchbox is a really good idea. Also, you can keep like sports drinks in there cold, extra water, whatever it is. So I think having a little lunchbox is actually a really good idea. Next, you can ask for like some hair ties slash like, scrunchies, whatever you wear in your hair to keep your hair up. You want to have extra of that because once again, you know, I lose my scrunchies pretty much every day or my hair ties, whatever. So, get extras because you never know where you're going to need it. And you do not, I mean, you literally, who wants to play volleyball with their hair down? Not me. Next, you can ask for some like Aquaphor slash like any kind of like lip treatment you like. Just because I hate playing with like dry skin, because and also I like having Aquaphor because it's kind of like a universal kind of thing. Like I could use it to moisturize my hands, or if I have some kind of like cut, I can put some Aquaphor over that, or I can put it on my lips. Whatever it is, I just think it's a good universal thing to have on you. It kind of goes into like your first aid kit, but you know. Next, you can also ask for some lotion. I just hate having dry skin. I hate it. I hate playing with dry hands. Ugh, it makes me sick. So we gotta have lotion on me at all times. You can also ask for some hairspray. And that is really, I mean, obviously if you use hairspray in your hair, cool. But I use it for a different reason. I actually use it to coat the bottom of my volleyball shoes because sometimes like it gets so slick on the court that like you need more traction. So hairspray will do just the trick. You don't want to do too much because then you're like literally kind of stick to the ground, but just a little bit will do the trick on the bottom of your shoes, and then boom, you're not slipping inside and everywhere. And then you can also ask for some deodorant because once again, I sometimes you just forget to put deodorant on, okay? Or sometimes you forget it in the hotel, or you forget it in the car, or you forget it at home, whatever. So having a backup is nice. Now for some non-volleyball stuff you can ask for Christmas. So the first thing is a blanket. I feel like honestly it's kind of still volleyball related, but bear with me. So having a blanket is nice because sometimes like, you're cold or you want to, fall asleep on the ground, fall asleep, whatever it is. So having a little blanket on you is nice. Next, you can ask for a camera. What? Oh my gosh, especially like if you want to start a YouTube channel or if you want to record like your actual volleyball games, which I highly suggest. But once again, you don't need a camera to do that. You can just use your phone, your parents' phone, an iPad, whatever it is, whatever has a filming capability. But asking for a camera is a really big step, and you could obviously use it for other purposes, photography, whatever it is. But you could also mainly use it to film your volleyball game, practice. You could even start a YouTube channel. You should start a YouTube channel. Anyways, but yeah, I just think that's a really good investment piece if you're into that kind of stuff and you feel like you would use it. Next, you can ask for a portable charger. I feel like this one's a really good idea because once again, you just don't want your stuff dying. And if you don't have an outlet ready, you can use it just on you, like on your person. So you don't have to find like an outlet. 'Cause sometimes like in those convention centers in a gym, it is hard to find outlets. And if people aren't using them already, especially like, girl, you're done for. So it's really important to have a little power bank on you. Next, you can ask for some claw clips. I don't play with a claw clip in. I don't even think you can do that. Like, I don't think that's like allowed because it's just kind of a hazard. But if I was off the court or like, if I was just living my everyday life outside of volleyball, I would usually wear my hair in a claw clip. So that's a nice little gift you can ask for. Next, you can ask for a gift card. Think of any store that you frequent. So, for example, I frequent Sephora sometimes, right? So I would ask for a Sephora gift card. Or sometimes I go to Trader Joe's to get my groceries. So I would ask for a Trader Joe's gift card. Just anything like that. I think a gift card is a great gift because you can do whatever you want with it. It's just like free money essentially. Next, you can ask for a speaker. I feel like this is like kind of cool because sometimes when you're warming up, with your teammates, like you want to get hype, you want everyone to hear the music, get a speaker. Get a speaker. It's so cool. Also, you can use it while you're in the shower, while you're cleaning your room, whatever. I love my speaker. I love it. I use it all the time. Next, you can get a makeup bag slash toiletry bag. Toiletry. I said that really weird. But yeah, anything just to keep your stuff organized. That'd be nice. Next, you can ask for a scalp massager. Honestly, these are just kind of comforting and kind of puts me to sleep. So a scalp massager would be nice. You can ask for a face mask, especially if you have like breakouts or like oily, maybe you're dry, whatever it is, whatever your skin type is. Asking for a face mask is really nice because it's kind of like a self-care, relaxing kind of thing. So next, you can ask for an Octo Buddy. Those are so much fun. So basically what it does, it sticks on the back of your phone and you can suction it to any kind of surface like a window, glass, something like that. And if you're like into social media, or you just want to like stick it on your mirror while you're getting ready for the day and watch whatever you're watching. It's a really, really cool piece. Next, you can ask for a Kindle. I know people are really into reading nowadays. I love reading. So getting a Kindle will be really nice. You can read your little ebooks and you can bring it with you to your volleyball tournaments when you're bored or whatever it is. Next, you can ask for a Polaroid camera. Polaroids are so cool. I love like the nostalgic feel they kind of give. So having a Polaroid is really cool. So you can capture all those moments with your teammates at your tournaments and all that stuff. So that'd be so cute. Next, you can get a to-do list. So you can actually get like a notepad that has just to-do list on them, and you can write out what you need to do, check it off, and then discard of it for the day. So I think that's a really good idea because sometimes like if you're scatterbrained like me, you need a to-do list. And lastly, you can ask for an alarm clock because if you don't want to use your phone for your alarm clock, you want to kind of have an external one that makes you get out of bed. I would definitely ask for one. I feel like that's a good way to kind of like get off your phone and not use your phone for everything. So an alarm clock would be a nice little investment. But yeah, that's it for today's video, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Everything will be linked down in my description on my Amazon page. If you have any questions or video requests, let me know in the comments. Thank you guys so much for watching and being here and subscribing. Happy holidays, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!